Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I just was thinking that there's a lot of text effects that are right underneath your nose, and a couple of them are so simple, and they're all most of them are in your toolbox. But this is the first one and one of my favorites. I call it a hard shadow. I'm going to Control D, and I'm going to make the new shadow yellow just so we can see it, and then I'm going to move the shadow down, and you could have it that way. And then you could always have the grab the effects, or excuse me, object order back a page, and then you could have the black on top and move it around. That to me is a hard shadow because it's just perfect. The next one I'm going to make kind of a lighter color gray, and I call it a soft shadow. And I'm going to go to shadow that's under, well, it's the shadow is the flyer, and just kind of move this downwardly, and it gives you just a like a true shadow. I mean, you can just see it. It looks like a shadow by light. Now you can do several things. You could still take your text and you could make it yellow and you'd still have the shadow, but then you could right click and have an outline around your real wordage. So that's a soft shadow. Um, Now in later versions, Corel came out with a block shadow that is kind of like what I did with the hard shadow. It'll just take it and make another shadow. And but the good thing about this, you can kind of play around with it and actually almost like it's extruded. And then you could always go to object and break the block shadow apart. And then you could play around with the block shadow and make it yellow. Doesn't look as good as the black. You could get your, let's make it red. And let's get our interactive fill tool and just go from left to right and put a little yellow on this end because it went to white. So there's another, and really this type of stuff really shows up when you make a black box around it. It kind of really shows off that shadow. The other one, and I already mentioned about uh, putting an outline around your shadow, and now my shadow's gone because I'm doing it. But you could do other things with it. Let's go back to the shadow tool, make it a soft shadow, and you could have it go pretty far, like the sun or the light is really shining. But then you can always take your text and let's change it to yellow. Let's go to F12 on the keyboard and let's make it a 1 inch line. And I'm going to say that's okay. So that really kind of makes it stand out on the, you can change the thick. I could have changed the thickness on that one. The other thing is just make your text and let's make it a burnt orange and go up to your interactive fill tool. Whoop, and just go, we can come down and then have a little bit of yellow in here. And then you could still, one thing you want to do when you're putting an outline, let's make it like that size. And I would go behind fill for sure and see the difference. Let me do that again. Let me back up. So I'm going to zoom in for it because there's a bunch of different looks you can get. F12 on your keyboard. Let's make it that size we did, I think. Maybe we'll make it a little bit thicker. And you can change the color right here, to make it, like a really red. And then, of course, we need to make it thick, like red. And don't forget to, now watch the difference when I hit behind fill. It makes it a little, it's more true, basically. And then don't forget to scale with object in case you made this object bigger. The other thing that I'd like to mention, when you click on your, well, we've got it clicked. You can do your corners and your positioning to rounded corners. Watch this right here when I go rounded corners. And see how it rounded off the corners up? Okay. See how it rounded off the corners of the text? I don't know why I made another one. You know, you can always extrude this, but that's getting a little bit into complicated look. Now, one thing it does do good, you can do it like that. You can go and change it, make it more evenly, and you could always change your perspective. I don't like doing the extrude tool on text, but it is pretty cool because then you can go up to object and break the extrude group apart, grab your original text. Well, I guess I guess I hit the extrude. So let me set my nudge factor on like 5 inches and let me move that out of the way. See, there's my original text. I can make it yellow and go back. I've got to go object order back a page. And you kind of get that same effect I did earlier, but that's why I don't like extrude tool, but we can always go back to it and kind of, well, we broke it apart. But anyway, those are some basic text effect that you can do. The only other one I can think of right now off the top of my head would be able to take this and left click, right click, and put just an outline. And you could use the eraser tool or the knife tool. I like doing it with a 2-point line. Start moving, hold down the control button. And you could cut, you could cut these letters on top. Well, you can't because they're a text. So click on your text and go to object and convert to a curve. Then you can delete them with your virtual segment delete key, or you can make a 2-colored font. So let's get the Smart Fill tool set on blue, and let's put all the bottom as blue. And then make it the other blue. And I missed the mark there. Anyway, I missed one more dark blue on the bottom. So you have a 2-colored font, and then you could take away your line, and you can't really see it. And you could have it jig-jagged. You could have it, let's just do that. Sorry about that. Should have had another example. Let's take this line that we created, and let's go to the, what do I want to do? Distort tool, go to the zipper and start adding nodes, and then add this and see how you're going to get a up and down and then add more nodes. And see, it's kind of like a wave. You can actually make a wave and then take that thing and go right here to smooth distortion, and you have a wave look. So then this would look really good if you were going to have an ocean scene. Let's see what it looks like after it's done. And, maybe you could put brown like a beach, sand. RGB doesn't have that many. Yeah, there's a sand color kind of. If you were doing a plaque or a shirt that people were going to the beach, and you could actually add a texture in that to make it look pretty cool. Let's get rid of that line. And I either missed the blue or it bled with the Smart Fill tool. There we go. I must have missed them. Anyway, hope that gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.